So self-reflection, what we personally can do better, and then something positive. So I want us all to be included in this, and then make sure that everybody's voice is heard, because this is how we make things happen. We need to be more strategic and disciplined. So these debriefs is just to help us become more strict and disciplined, and how we trying to really take over the city, because this is our city and we reclaiming it. So who would like to go first? Because this is everybody's rally. Anybody want to go first as far as self-reflection, something positive?
All right. Something personally, I think I could do better. All good? All right. Something personally, I think I could do better. Being more aware of my surroundings, keeping an eye out for things going on in the community. And then for all of us, I think that we need to do the work to get like the white women who are mad at Roe, we need them to come out here too. Because right now they're not radicalized. We need to get them out here. Alright?
Anybody else? Raise your hand if y'all want to reflect. We only could get better if we reflect on ourselves. Okay. So we gonna come around. I'm coming to you next. Okay.
I am not from Akron, but I will say that I started organizing in Akron in 2011. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not from Akron, but I'm from California. I started organizing in Akron in 2011, so when I seen what happened here, I had to make sure I got on the flight and came, because injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. And until, you know, and no matter where you're at, until everyone is free and Black Lives Matter everywhere, then nobody's lives matter. And I think that we just have to unify. You know, don't feel like this is not one person's space. This is all of our space. You know, we're fighting for the next generation. We're fighting for our children. We're not fighting just for ourselves. You know, it's not about one person. It's about all of us. So when we show up, we have to show up with love, with care, with protection, and you know, put ourselves out of it. Don't get offended, you know, just know that everything is with love and that we're all here for the same common cause.
Okay, so you're gonna click the button and it's right here. Or if it's too intense, you could just grab this. Yeah, just click the button on there. Click the button. All right.
Okay, all I want to say is that I'm here. I haven't been here on the ground running, but I have been following those of importance with the
hold it closer.
Right here.
Ain't no COVID on it. Hold it closer.
Yeah. Hold it for me because I can't see it. I haven't been on the grounds walking, but I have been sharing each and one of you guys' posts to make sure I get the word out. But I do want to say that there are a lot of people that are in support of you, even though they're not here. In the meantime, moving forward, I think the things that we can do better, because they are definitely trying to silence us. I have been in talks with the councilwomen, letting them know what's been going on. So they have all of y'all's videos. They are fully aware, but they are not addressing the situation. What Mayor Horgan has sent out today is completely BS. Okay? It's completely BS. And he knows it. And he needs to be voted out. So anybody in the city of Akron, when his primary comes up, y'all need to make sure that y'all get out and vote him out. This is not his first time. He has been out and out as being a complete racist. If y'all look up on YouTube under Akron City Council, look up the council meetings. His condescending demeanor towards people that's working for him. He has disrespected them to the highest level. This is his karma. So y'all showing up at his house, y'all doing us a favor, because this is his karma. It's eating him up in the ass, okay? It needs to be shut down. He needs to be out, okay? And let me just tell you a little background behind Akron, okay? And I don't want to just keep rambling on. If y'all look on Google KKK, okay? Dating back to 1934, Akron, Ohio had the first cop car, okay? There was a time in Akron, Ohio, where there was a black man at the age of 20 that got accused of hurting a young white lady. They tried to cover him. They had him moved to Cleveland. KKK found him up in Cleveland, drugged him back to Akron, and did a public lynching. Did a firing squad. And guess how many shots that was? You guessed it, 60. It's public record. This is only history repeating itself. So I just feel like I had to be the voice to say it. Like, I'm part of a historian group on Facebook. These notes are out there. It's public knowledge. Don't let your voice be hidden, because they're doing everything in their entirety to silence us.
Yes, they trying to justify.
And in the times that I've had my social media accounts, I never had my accounts hacked. 10 years. 10 years. And today, I have both of my accounts hacked. You know who's doing it. So they following us. So limit how you hashtag and how you share. Share it on your stories, because they're trying to follow us through our page. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. I had somebody over here. Y'all, we need everybody's input, so we want to make sure everybody's voice is heard. Please and thank you.
My name is Donnie, and I'm from Michigan. I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We came down here in order to stand in solidarity, because that's what we need to keep doing and continuing to do for movement purposes, for the movement, right? So since we're doing the self-reflection, I really love that, because we do that a lot back home. I need everybody to look to your left, look to your right, and tell that person you are amazing, you are great, because we are all great. That's right. That smile that just put on your face, that energy that you just felt, fill your cup. That's the energy that you need to ride with, because the person next to you, the person to your right, the person to your left, the person in front of you, the person behind you is going to be the person that's going to show up day in and day out from here on out. So y'all need to start getting moving and acting like we can move with each other, right? So my self-reflection is, I know I need to, in mid-moment and out of moment, in intense and not intense situation, know how to love my brother and my sister. Learn how to love my brother and my sister. Even when the world is watching, I need to know and tell every single person that is watching, because the babies is watching me. The babies is watching me every time. If I get loud with my queen right here, what is you gonna think? If I get loud with my king right here, what is y'all gonna think about me? So in my self-reflection, love yourself. Love your brother, love your sister, love your cousin, love your neighbor. And it's not only about love, it's about adding the pressure on these city officials. You talking about PD, we talking about city commissioners, we talking about the mayor, we talking about the city prosecutor, we talking about the city attorney. Everybody getting fired. Everybody getting fired. Because that's the type of pressure, day in, day out. I'm talking about show up at their house. It's a movement in a neighborhood near you. Not just in my neighborhood, it's coming to your neighborhood. Y'all want to hear it? We gonna make you hear it. You force them to hear it. Now, before I got on this mic, I went on Google and I looked at a little something. Because what's important to me in my city, I know how much my city proves and what the city budget is in the fiscal year every single year. Because I know my city forgets about the southeast side and the black, brown, and indigenous folk of my community every time they talk about the budget. So I looked at the city budget in Akron, right? Akron, excuse me. I looked at the city budget, $773 million. $773 million. $773 million.
All right.
This is what I'm gonna end it with. This is what I'm gonna end it with. $773 million. Follow the money. Figure out where the money going. Figure out where the money is being spent. Figure out where they're giving it to. Figure out who they not giving it to, because we know who they not giving it to, right? Follow the money. Figure out how much your PD department makes and tell them, if our crime rate is going up, how in the fuck are y'all getting more money? If our crime rate is going up, Tell me how the cost of all these buildings and residential housing going up. Tell me why the cost of living going up. If the crime rate going up, tell me why you getting more money. Because when I clock in on my hourly job and my productivity time ain't there, guess what's happening? I'm getting fired. They coming up in my pockets and taking my money away from my family and children. So think about this, $773 million. $773 million, let that piss you off because you know where it's not going. My name is Donnie, we from Grand Rapids. This is our group. We're going to continue to come down here and stand in solidarity with y'all. I love this self-reflection, I love y'all.
Can I get my comrades to come forward, please? I don't even want this.
You need to hear you.
No, you gonna hear me.
Okay.
Stand back so they can see you, please. I'm about to talk to everybody right now about safety. Because what just happened at the Vigil has my people just a little bit upset. But before I speak, I ask Akron, do I have your permission to speak? Yes. Y'all not loud enough for me. Yes. Do I have your permission to speak? Yes. How many people out here got guns?
Yeah.
Not a lot, right?
Why not?
I'm gonna try my best to contain the anger that I have because safety is my biggest concern. Everywhere I go, my #1 goal is for everybody to go home, and something that happened today could have led to people not going home. Now, the biggest thing that comes with division is egos. Yep. It's egos. That's right. It's egos. Do y'all know where our separation comes from light skin to dark skin to autistic, disabled, and normal? And what happened today disgusted me. And I mean no disrespect. My name is Minnie Jackson. I was born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as well as Cincinnati, Ohio. So anything that go down in my state is my problem. And anybody that comes from any other state that comes in and causes a problem in my state, then we got a problem. And I want everybody to make sure everybody understand me when I say that. Today, you had the Panthers and the Fred Hampton Gun Club out to protect you guys.
Thank you. Who keep us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keep us safe?
We keep us safe.
But we got a problem. And it's gonna stop us from coming out here because we have guns. We have guns. If something happens and we cannot get to you, we get a gun charge. We get kidnapped. We will be beat or come up missing for y'all. So safety should always be the #1 concern. And rule #1 in combat is you never leave a comrade or a group behind. Woo! So, excuse me when I say this, that who want to stay and who want to walk is dangerous. It is dangerous. Now, we came down here to protect y'all, but if it wasn't for Sierra Mason and Destiny, we would not be here. And that disgusted me to know that a visual, which in our community means respect, and the fact that we didn't even get to the visual before the march was a problem. You had comrades with guns separated. You had people who had to stay and watch one group without communication to the other group that was walking with y'all with an active shooter, a man in a Ford, black Ford, driving around with a gun out. With kids out here. And again, I don't mean no disrespect to anybody. But when it comes to safety and separation and division, that bothers me. It doesn't matter what skin color any black person is. They are still black. They will still be pulled over. They will still be shot and killed. They will still be kidnapped. They will still be raped and molested. They will still have these things happen to them, and separating because of emotion and anger can cause more of us to be lost. And if you are locked up or dead, what can you do? What can you do? How can you protect your family if you are dead and locked up because of safety protocols that are constantly being broken at protests? I love Ohio. I love this team. This team is my family, and their safety was compromised. Okay? This man just became my family, and his safety was compromised.
Listen.
So again, I don't mean any disrespect, but if we're gonna talk about division, let's start with not dividing amongst skin color. Let's stop dividing amongst who has more clout or who has more power or whose voice is louder. Stop it! Because we are at war. This is serious. Learn your laws and figure out what you can and cannot do so that you do not enter anything blindly. Okay? This whole organizers this and then you got protesters on the ground work together because technically everybody is an organizer.
Listen.
Everybody is an organizer. And remember, we are all warriors. A leader can be bought, sold, and compromised.
Listen.
So remember that when you are out there, regardless of who event it is, or who came to join, or who came to support, let's respect the original organizers and work together rather than put down, rather than embarrass, and actually not speak on the problem and lead off doing your own thing because you got a voice out here. That's disrespectful to every activist, every Panther, every Fred Hampton militia, everybody that is in this movement. So again, I am Minnie Jackson, and I don't mean no disrespect, and I am the first person to say if you have something to say to me, please say it, because I come with a lot of backup.
Listen.
I come with a lot of backup, and I am here for everybody out here, not just this organization or that organization. When y'all are out there, we are out there, but please do not put my people in the position to have to choose who and who not to protect when we are all supposed to be out there protecting one another. Anybody got anything again to say to me, I will kindly take that in, and I don't mean no aggression, but it's just, again, my daughter is out here in these streets. She helped y'all protest last Saturday. She loves y'all, and she is 6 years old, and my child was on a march with you guys while I had to stay back and protect another group. Now imagine how I feel as a parent. Right? Imagine how anybody else would feel as a parent if you turned around and everybody, your family, got separated. We are family out here. When we are out here, you move as such. All that beef and all that I want this and I want that, the newspaper, fuck the media. Okay, cool, talk to them, but they ain't gonna do nothing but change the words and push their own narrative anyway. So fuck the media, fuck the money, because that ain't what we out here for either. Fuck a payment, because what is that payment once again doing for a community? It's not getting us nowhere. Get at y'all politicians, get at y'all, why has nobody been down to the prosecuting attorney's office yet? Why has there not been a sit-in there yet? That should have been the very first thing that y'all done and demanded that those officers be arrested.
Listen.
Okay? So if I come off aggressive, again, I apologize. It's just looking at the faces of my brothers and all my sisters out here and knowing that one of y'all could have got hurt and me or my team could not have been there to take that hit or protect y'all is a problem for me. That's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, I just want to piggyback on what Minnie had to say. First off, I personally want to thank Minnie and all the folks that are with her and all these people that were out here putting themselves on the line to protect us. I am very grateful for that. I can't tell you how much safer I felt seeing people on our side with guns. That made me more comfortable. So I want to thank y'all, and if anybody that agrees with me, please applaud. As somebody who is attempting to also keep you safe, what I want to say is for people that are showing up to the rallies and the marches and are trying to drive, if you're going to show up and you're going to have a car, you need to be coordinated with the people that are leading the march. If you're just kind of jumping on at the tail end, that's cool, but we are doing our best to coordinate, especially at the front of the marches, to block traffic to keep y'all safe. And if people are just showing up and running willy-nilly, it puts us at risk as well as the people that are marching. So please, if you want to jump on with a vehicle, please coordinate with somebody or just jump on the tail end. If you're going to drive with us, keep your flashers on. And if you are marching, stay behind the lead vehicles. Please, 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 stay behind the lead vehicles. We cannot block you from getting hit by a car if you're in front of us. So I just really, tonight was a lot better than it was the other night when I was doing it, and I just want to say appreciation for that. But please, please, please pay attention to those that are in the lead or coordinating these events so that we can do our very best to keep you safe. And I really just want to say a word of thanks tonight because everybody kept it awesome, kept it real, and I'm really grateful for that. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, that works. Today, my self-critique for myself, what I could have done to make things better is I was actually supposed to be here a lot earlier, and I hate that I wasn't. And I feel like if I was, we could have gotten a schedule, a better understanding of a schedule. Everybody's voice could have been heard. Everybody's demonstration or action could have taken place, and it could have taken place a lot more orderly, and we could have made sure that there wasn't division amongst ourselves, because you know, with confusion, it just breeds dissent. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that was. We all are here for the same reasons. Emotions do get high, but if we have an understanding and a schedule and everybody have been heard, we can work through all that shit. So my self-critique is I hold myself accountable for being late today. So I just appreciate the fact that we showed up. Even though emotions did run high, I feel like we were seen, we weren't heard. I mean, I understand, I know Destiny and Sierra put it together, and I hate that we kind of deviate from the schedule because I get that y'all put a lot of work into that. But at the same time, I feel like we all were heard. It was heard. People did get a chance to mourn and respect Jayland. We got a chance to be heard and our emotions as well. So I just try to make sure we get this schedule better underway, because all this is just organizational issues. It's all very simple. All this shit is just organization. That's all it is. Every emotion just became because we weren't well enough organized. We didn't communicate well enough, because everything could have taken place just in a different time fashion, but we had time to do it all. So next time, we're going to come together. We're going to meet ahead of time. We're going to meet ahead of time when we all plan to show up for each other and get this shit hammered out as far as the schedule, what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. We're all going to come together, get organized, get the schedule together, and we're going to know what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it. Because once again, my biggest thing is keep getting everybody home. I got kids, most of y'all got kids, we trying to get home. I mean, I'm prepared to get locked up, but that's not my intent.
I don't want to get, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to necessarily get separated. I mean, we know this shit can go left. We know this. We know this. So, we got to keep each other safe. We got to get each other back home to each other's family so we can come out and do it all again. So, yeah, thank you. Justice for Jayland!
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 Say his name!
Jayland Walker!
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 I just want us to remember why we are here together today.
Yeah.
We are here in honor of Jayland Walker. And so just to reiterate what everyone else said, let's not let our emotions get the best of us. Let's not let our emotions get the best of us because that can be discouraging to the next person. I understand that today was not the best organized thing, but it was a beautiful organization. We had beautiful organization. Everybody made it back here safe. Okay? Nobody went to jail. Everybody made it here safe. The police ain't out here threatening us right now. And we had a beautiful demonstration. Let's make sure that we do everything again intentional. We want to make our steps and our actions intentional. Okay? Thank you all once again.
Hello everybody. Hello. My name is Aesthetics. I've actually been traveling the country for the past 2 years going to different protests across the nation, and I just want to say that Akron, you guys, I know you guys, like, you're your worst critic, but there are 10 times worse protests than happened today. Today will actually put like a spark back into my heart. It like put that little oomph in that step, because in this movement, constantly we're seeing death upon death upon death. We're getting desensitized, and that's the enemy working. That's their plan. We keep saying that we're gonna be out here every day, but that's not realistic. This is why we need to take turns. We need to do shift changes. This is why it's important for comrades like me. I just flew out here from California. I'm coming here Friday through Sunday. I plan on coming back next week. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take shifts. You gotta take turns. I don't have any children, so I don't have no responsibility. That's why I'm able to be on the front line. I'm able to get arrested. Okay, y'all live here. Y'all don't deserve to get arrested. Y'all gotta keep going. So I just wanted to let y'all know that y'all are encouraging. You know what I'm saying? The nation is watching, and like, I know that there are many names, like we were saying earlier today, but right now, Jayland is what we're talking about, and I just want us to let the entire country know, put that same pep in their step. We still have not seen justice for Breonna Taylor, but that doesn't mean that we can't utilize that force with Louisville and connect that bridge. That doesn't mean that we can't go across to Seattle, PDX, to LA, to fucking New York. We have to start connecting those bridges, and when we talk about staying together, we should actually be about that shit. But that also is a space and a time. This is where allies, I know it's hard for y'all, but it's not your place to choose which black person you want to represent. You're an ally. It is your choice to be with all black people, all of us. Black people, we got to come together on the side note and handle our business. That's our business. But when I say that I'm here for the liberation of black people, I'm here for all black people. Whether you like me or not, I'm still going to keep showing up. And I'll make sure that I keep saying their names. So thank you for giving me this space. Thank you for allowing me to talk. I'm humbled.
Thank you.